We have confirmation that loading of liquid oxygen on the first stage is complete. Second stage should wrap up shortly. There we have confirmation the Falcon 9 is fully loaded and ready for launch. Those ground gas closeouts preparing the launch pad for the liftoff, ensuring there's no propellants left in any of the lines that might ignite as the Falcon 9 roars away. Coming up on the 1-minute mark and the start of the auto sequence. Ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of the Falcon 9, carrying 29 Starlink satellites. The Falcon 9 has cleared the tower, rolling onto a northeast trajectory.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Falcon 9 reaching the point of maximum dynamic pressure.
Max Q.
This is the
Vac
15th
chill
flight
started.
of this 15th flight of this particular Falcon 9 vehicle. The chill down of the MVAC engine on the second stage is getting underway. Getting spectacular views from our tracking team of Adam and Pete. We're approaching the point where we'll see the separation of the stages.
Nico.
Stage separation confirmed.
We have confirmation visually and from SpaceX
Impact startup.
that the first and second stages have separated. On the right-hand side of your view, in the top screen, you're seeing views from the Falcon 9 first stage, and in the bottom right, you're seeing views of the second stage nozzle. Our main
Fairing
image there
separation
coming from
confirmed.
Pete Costin's tracker, getting ready for payload fairing separation. You can actually see that in Pete's video now, and a little delayed in the SpaceX feed. Pete's images obviously coming to us in real time, whereas SpaceX, there's a little bit of a delay there. Three and a half minutes into flight, the first stage continuing to coast on upwards. You can just see the pulses of that first stage at the bottom of the frame there in Pete's view. Those are cold gas thrusters that keep the vehicle in the correct orientation as it falls back towards the Earth. Although at the present time, it's actually still climbing. It's on an arc. It's reached 113 kilometers. And is just slowing down as it reaches the top of that arc before it starts falling back towards the Earth. It does appear it has reached that point and is now beginning its descent towards Earth. In fact, still just visible in Pete's camera there. Pretty impressive footage there coming from the Falcon 9, which is traveling to the northeast, so quite a distance and altitude. Well, it looks like we've lost our ground camera views of the Falcon 9 as it's drifted behind some clouds. But we're getting onboard footage from SpaceX. We're looking up through the, well, we're looking down at the grid fins, which deployed a little earlier to help assist with the steering of the Falcon 9. We're coming up on the entry burn. This will slam on the brakes for the Falcon 9 to prevent it from burning up in the atmosphere as it plunges back to Earth. Falcon 9 currently traveling at almost 8,000 kilometers per hour. We'll see.
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
We'll see how this burn slows it down once our speed gauge returns. 3 of those Merlin engines firing currently. The first stage at an altitude of 50 kilometers.
Stage 1 entry burn shut down.
Second stage continuing on its way. That burn complete and speed cut back to 5,500 kilometers per hour. Now falling through 35 kilometers in altitude. This Falcon 9 is descending towards the drone ship, a shortfall of Gravitas, which is located off the coast of the Carolinas. You can see the vehicle going through a little bit of turbulence as it starts to enter the thicker portion of
Stage
the
1
atmosphere.
transonic.
Those grid fins will start to play a more important role. It's also traveling below the speed of sound now. Coming up on the landing burn.
Stage 1 landing burn.
Drone ship coming into view. So I can hear the sounds of the descending vehicle.
Stage 1 landing leg deployed. Stage 1 landing complete.
And touchdown. You should soon hear
Stage
confirmation
2
of
FTS is saved.
second stage engine cutoff.
Seco.
There's that call for second stage engine cutoff. Waiting to see if we hear a good orbit.
Nominal orbit insertion.
And volume was a little low on that, but we did hear a nominal orbit insertion. So the Falcon 9 second stage is in a coasting phase, a parking orbit. There'll be another burn of that Merlin vacuum engine coming up to circularize the orbit. That should occur at about 54 minutes into flight.